What's going on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and to all my hair professionals, barbers of the world. This your boy, TazThaBarber. Decided to make a video that I want to start doing on a more regular basis of just some barber tips that I just want to express to individuals out here who may have some questions about the game, or who just looking to open the doors and looking for a new perspective, and I just want to be a help any way possible. So I want to start doing these videos. Probably start doing like business tip of the week, make it like a regular thing, or every 2 weeks as I transition. But I feel like important in order for me to start something is that I have to get started somewhere. So I'm starting today. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's get to it. The thing I would like to talk about today is the understanding and the mindset of a hustler versus a businessman when it comes to the game of being a barber or a hair professional. I like to start off first by just reading, not saying that this is specifically what I feel, but this is just to give an understanding and a definition. It's come from the Urban Dictionary of what a hustler is. And it merely say a hustler is someone who knows how to get money from others. Whether it's selling drugs, rolling dice, pimping, your hustling is for that money. So it's saying that financial focus is the primary driving force behind a hustler. Which, now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to down talk or say that you're not supposed to have a hustle about yourself. What I want to touch on is just the mindset of what the hustler sees themselves and how a business person sees themselves. Now, being a barber is a business. To just be truthful about the whole thing, it's a business. And to allow yourself to lower your standards, to see yourself as a mere hustler in the game, is you're doing a disservice to yourself. Now, let's be honest. Majority of barbers and hair professionals who get into the game started doing this as a hustle, as a means to just make a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, to get some extra monies, to kick it, shopping, take care of family, wherever it was. And during that course, somewhere along there, you decided to, hey, I want to do this professionally. Now, if your primary force was, hey, if I go into the barber shop, I get more clientele, make more money. Of course, that's what we all want to do. But if you allow yourself to stay there and be just so stuck on how much money you need to make about the game, you're really putting yourself inside a box of the opportunities that's out here that you can take advantage of. Now, people who are more business-minded in this game typically happen in 2 to 3 ways. Typically, we start off as hustlers, and through experience and longevity in the game, you start picking up, you start allowing yourself to transform to understanding the business. Or there are some people who just start off with more of a business sense and able to transition real fast. Others have people who help them transition, whether it's a mentor, other profession that they was able to trust in, and that helped them transition. And my goal is to help the individuals who may not have somebody there to educate them about the game, and to help them get the opportunity sooner than what some people, or like me, and for instance, I didn't become more business minded until I was in the game probably about 5-6 years. But I went through a lot of stuff to get to that point. And if I'm able to help somebody not to have to go through those 5 years of that drought or discouragement, or, you know what I'm saying, frustration, and give them a better opportunity to get further early on, then by all means, let me be of some service to you. So let's just go into the mindset and the different perspectives and the different benefits of allowing yourself to transition from being a barber, from being a hustler to a business-minded barber. Okay? First thing, understanding what being a barber represents. This field and this profession has a very strong history and legacy behind it. Um, Barbers, during the course of history, were very, very, very important people. It was held as a medical profession, a badge of honor. You know, it had a lot of weight in society. When you was a barber, they dealt with some medical stuff. They did some dental stuff. You know, when people got injured, they took them to the barber shop. That's how the barber pole got formed, from the blood. You know what I'm saying? That was shed that they took care of, and the white towels, and the blue is from the color of the blood that was in the veins. It's a major thing. And for you not to allow yourself to walk in that, like I say, you're really just doing a disservice to yourself. To me, looking at yourself as a hustler is bringing yourself down. Bringing yourself down. And to you to understand the lifestyle of the business of being a barber, you allow yourself to elevate in the game and become more. It don't even always have to be about becoming multi-million-dollar business person. Well, a hustler who said, well, hey, I made $1 million out the game. But having $1 million worth of ideals and opportunities out there that sometimes could be better for you. Okay. And I just want to give some examples of the difference between the mindset of a hustler and the mindset of a business-minded barber. Okay. Just say you have a client in the chair and you cutting them up. You're halfway through the service. Say you just started on the back. You still have the whole front and edge up to do. Then you have a customer that come in. You know, we got these customers who got some money. They like to flaunt it. And they come in and say, yo, Taz, man, I got $50, $60 right now. I need to get in that chair. Dude got to get up out of it. Now a hustler, first thing they gonna hear, $50, $60. This $50, $60 I can make real quick. On top of me still finishing his other cut, which is another $20, $25. And they're like, man, come on with it. They'll tell the dude in the chair, man, can you move out to the side for me? Let me make this money real quick, right? Now, more business-minded barber understand that every client is important and has significant value independently. You know, each customer, each clientele is important. And let me put a pause in it and show the difference. A hustler has customers. You know what I'm saying? A business-minded barber has clientele because there's a relationship behind it. There's a rapport. There's a bond that comes with that. Hustlers just do a whole lot of transactions. They supply a need or a service for money in return. Or a business-minded person understand that building that long-term relationship because they look at it as an investment versus looking at it as a transaction. Now, let's get back to our scenario. So now a more business-minded customer, barber, will understand that somebody come in and say, hey, man, I got this $50. I need you to get dude out your chair so I can get cut. Now, a more business-minded person understand that, hey, my client in my chair now is just as valuable as you. Even if y'all playing a different rate, I'm not going to lower my client standards in the chair for merely $50 or to make you feel important. You know, we can reschedule. I can gladly service you right after this. You can make an appointment, but I'm not going to disrespect my client like that, you know. And I was talking to my boy last night. Shout out to Benny the Barber out there in Baltimore doing your thing, who I linked up with through the Great Barber Society. And we were just talking about some different aspects of the game and being business minded. And he inspired me to come up with a quote that I said last night, probably about 11, 12 o'clock last night, that really touched me. And what it says is that the four walls you in, which is, I'm speaking of the barbershop, them four walls is not what makes you a barber. It's the barber that makes the four walls. You know what I'm saying? And what it's really saying is that you being inside that building is not what makes you who you are. Who you are is what makes your environment. And that can be taken outside the barbershop. You know, understanding that what you do and the service you provide, you are a brand. When you're a barber or when you provide anything, you become a brand. You are a representation of what you do. Just like Nike, just like Polo, just like anything that has a name, you are a brand. And what you do, what you don't do, what you know, what you don't know, how you carry yourself, how you react to people, that all contribute to your brand. You know, some people may look at it like, man, what I do in the shop is what speaks for me. But what you do outside the shop, how people see you outside the shop, how tipsy and drunk you was in the club, that represents your brand. And understanding the importance of making sure that you represent your brand correctly opens up the doors for more opportunities, to where you allow yourself to look into other investments. Because a business-minded person look at business opportunities and understand the importance of investments. To where a hustler need money right now. They need all that stuff right now. Well, a business-minded person understand if I invest a little right now, the return will come to me in the future and will continue to come to me. You'll have longevity with it. To where there's a lot of great barbers out who capitalizing on merchandising, who are doing clothing, like t-shirts and capes and smocks and doing their own products, getting into doing custom clipper work. That's becoming real big right now. Doing custom paint on clippers. Shout out to my boy Rick out at Flawless Barbershop, who got the flawless clipper cover that you can do, you know what I'm saying, customizing your clippers to fit you. Just understand that, like, those are very business savvy people who understand that you can supplement income by doing other things outside of what you do behind the chair. Doing DVDs, videos, workshops, becoming instructors, just doing all type of stuff is what a business-minded person does. Now, they're hustlers who do stuff, and they may do more like, hey, I'm selling CDs on the side. You know what I'm saying? I got these socks in the back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't not get your money by any means, but I'm saying allow yourself to open up to more opportunities by looking at yourself as a business and putting in business principles, because a business-minded person is very strategic in how they do things. They plan, they assess. They're always checking on things, seeing how things going, what opportunities can they make. A business-minded person look for opportunities that may not even be available right now. They're looking for ways to take that game to the next level. Where a hustler, they can be content in what they do because it's getting the job done and it's getting their needs met. Where a business-minded person always want to do more, always want to learn more. They're always trying to find out the new equipment's coming out, the new products, educating themselves on technique, learning about ingredients and products and understanding the skin and how things affect that, understanding hair. Because that is what in terms what makes your clients want to invest in you more. When they feel like they have a question or a concern or want to know about something, they can go to their barber and their barber has an answer for them or able to point them in the right direction. That client is going to study invest in you year after year versus a client coming to their barber like, man, I got this problem with this. I got this hair bun. What can I do? They're like, man, I don't know. Go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Don't limit yourself like that. Don't put yourself inside of a box, because this industry is so much more that limiting yourself, like I said, you're only cutting yourself short. Like you're putting yourself inside of a bucket and there's a whole world around us. And I just want everybody to be able to have access to the great world and the lifestyle of being a real barber. So this is my tip for today. I hope you enjoy. Feel free to leave comments. You know what I'm saying? I'll be posting this up. This will be on YouTube in a hot second. Be posting it up in Barber Society. And I'll just love to get some feedback. Let me know how you feel about it. Look forward to doing some more videos with you. And I hope you enjoy it. Look me up on Facebook, TazThaBarber. That's TazThaBarber. I'm also on Twitter at TazThaBarber414. And on YouTube, TazThaBarber. Look forward to seeing you again. Peace out.